Now the opposite side, there's nothing except just a fitting, and it also would have a press band, and it would press on. Now, that's to the either end of the pipe will have opposite fittings like that. And then what we do is we have to insert these two together. And so they simply insert like this, and then we can put a ring lock around them, just like we did with the valve opener. And so this ring lock would fit around it and clamp on. And again, different styles, different sizes, different manufacturers. This ring lock happens to be just a little too small for this coupling. This takes different manufacturer, need a little different ring lock. So we have to buy the appropriate ring lock for the manufacturer. And here's a different manufacturer. This one's probably fit this ring lock. Now in this case, we have, again, identical fitting on one side, and the other side, just a little different look. Just a little different way the coupler's shaped up to insert. This one is made just for a straight butt fit, and there's just an O-ring that goes in the center of this gasket right here to fit up. And that O-ring is right here, and it just fits right in that groove, and that's the seal between the two couplers. Now what you do is you take a little, again, a little material, silicone or Permatex, to seat that into that coupler so it doesn't fall out, and then they fit together, and then you attach the ring lock. And you attach the ring lock. They do go together. Again, when these are out in the field, they weigh just a little bit here. That clamps those. I can do it while it's sitting flat here, maybe. There, dropped into place. And the ring lock fits on. And then you just take and crank that thing closed, and it just seats up tighter in the wedge. And you can take a lever, pull that open, or take a hammer and beat it on. That's usually what it takes, because you're compressing that O-ring down onto that face. You want it to seat real firm, and so as it's tapered. This is a tapered fit, so as this ring lock tightens down, it swedges it together. So you need a little old attitude adjuster, like a cheater pipe or a hammer, to pound that ring lock. Okay. On the wheel line couplers, to get water to drain out of each of the pipes before we can roll the pipe to the next set, we have a hole to allow the water to drain out of. But obviously that hole has to be plugged off while the thing's operating. So we put a drain in that hole. And the original drains were these things called mushroom drains. And they simply fit into that hole on the inside of the pipe, and then they have a little clip that clips on the outside to keep them in place. We'll clip this little guy in there. See the clip and the drain itself, called a mushroom drain. It's just made out of rubber. It's going to sit inside the pipe and then act like a stopper in the hole. So I can insert this into the hole from the inside. I have this little metal clip that then clips on the bottom side to keep it from, number one, blowing out the line, and also the clip acts as a deflector. So when the water starts to pour out the hole, it hits the clip and spreads sideways as well, so it doesn't just shoot straight down. Now when the pressure comes up in this system, it hits that drain, and that drain actually presses down. I see it this way. The drain actually presses down and seals the hole off, just due to the pressure of the system. You know, water's trying to find its path of least resistance. It's trying to get out that hole, yet that rubber ends up being a stopper and seals it. Now, one thing about rubber is it has memory. When the pressure then goes off of the line, the rubber pops back up in its normal flat position and allows water to seep around it and go out the hole. It's called a mushroom drain. A mushroom drain.